Hello, everyone! Today, we're unraveling the story behind one of the most convenient and universally loved foods on the planet, instant noodles. From a late-night dorm snack to a household staple, these quick, flavorful packets have become a culinary phenomenon. But have you ever wondered how these noodles are made? Don't worry, there's no secret society of noodle gnomes working night shifts in tiny chef hats. At least not that we know of. How do factories produce billions of packs every year, ensuring consistent taste, texture, and quality? We'll explore every stage of the process, from the wheat fields that supply the flour to the high-speed production lines that fry, dry, and package the noodles, and finally to global distribution that brings them to your local stores. We'll look at the science of noodle making, the cutting-edge technology that maintains freshness, and the sustainability efforts shaping the industry's future. By the end, you'll never look at a packet of instant noodles the same way again. Instant noodles were invented in Japan in the late 1950s as an affordable, convenient meal. Over time, they spread across Asia, then the entire world. Today, countless brands and flavors cater to regional preferences, from spicy Korean varieties to creamy Southeast Asian coconut broths. Their global success hinges on consistency and simplicity, a portable meal that requires only boiling water. Yet behind this simplicity lies a sophisticated supply chain and engineering feats. To understand how instant noodles are made, we must start with their basic ingredient, wheat flour. At the heart of instant noodle dough is high-quality wheat flour. Wheat thrives in temperate climates. Countries like Australia, the United States, Canada, and parts of Eastern Europe produce vast quantities of wheat. Farmers select wheat varieties with specific protein contents that yield elastic dough, creating noodles with the right chewiness. After harvest, wheat grains travel to milling facilities. Millers remove bran and germ, grinding the endosperm into fine flour. This flour's protein level and gluten-forming ability are crucial. Instant noodle producers often have strict specifications to ensure that every batch of flour results in noodles with consistent bite and texture. In the factory, massive silos store flour. Automated systems weigh and transfer it to mixing stations, where it's combined with water, kansui, an alkaline solution, and sometimes other ingredients like salt or flavor enhancers. Kansui gives noodles their characteristic firm, springy texture and yellowish hue. Industrial mixers knead the flour mixture into a dough. These mixers are basically pro wrestlers, but instead of body slamming opponents, they're body slamming flour and water into perfect dough submission. Sensors monitor moisture content, temperature, and consistency. The goal, a pliable, homogeneous dough that can be sheeted and cut into noodles with minimal variation. Skilled technicians and computerized controls maintain precise ratios, ensuring every batch is identical. Once the dough is ready, it passes through rollers that flatten it into thin sheets. Multiple rolling steps gradually reduce thickness. Advanced machinery can measure dough thickness to the micrometer, adjusting roller pressure in real time. Next, the dough sheets move to cutting machines equipped with blades that slice them into noodle strands. Different brands prefer distinct thicknesses and widths. Some favor thin, curly noodles, while others produce thicker, straight strands. Curly shapes are often achieved by altering tension or by special rollers that give noodles a wavy form. Raw noodles, even after cutting, wouldn't have that quick-cook property we associate with instant noodles. To achieve this, factories steam the noodle strands. Steaming partially gelatinizes the starches, making the noodles firm yet flexible and improving their ability to rehydrate rapidly in hot water. Conveyor belts carry noodles through steaming chambers at controlled temperatures and humidity. This step is brief but crucial, influencing the noodle's final texture and cooking time. Traditional instant noodles are fried to remove moisture and increase shelf life. Hot oil baths flash fry the noodles, evaporating water and creating the porous structure that rehydrates easily. This process also imparts a distinct taste and crispness before cooking. However, health-conscious markets have spurred innovation. Some factories now produce air-dried or baked noodles, reducing fat content. These noodles might take slightly longer to soften, but appeal to consumers seeking a lighter option. Regardless of the drying method, achieving the perfect moisture level is key. Too dry and noodles may crumble, too moist and they risk spoilage. No instant noodle experience is complete without the seasoning packet. Flavor scientists and food technologists spend months balancing spices, salts, oils, and dehydrated vegetables to create iconic taste profiles, be it chicken, beef, seafood, or vegetarian flavors. Large mixing vessels blend powdered spices, while separate lines prepare oil-based flavor components. Vegetables and meats are often freeze-dried or dehydrated to lock in nutrition and taste. Packaging machines portion these seasonings into small pouches, sealing in freshness. Quality checks ensure the correct weight and uniform distribution of spices, guaranteeing that each pack delivers the same satisfying flavor. Once the noodles are fried or dried, they're cooled and formed into the iconic block shape. Some factories use molds or trays that hold the noodles while they set, ensuring a consistent portion size. Robotic arms transfer these blocks onto packaging lines at remarkable speeds. The packaging stage is a marvel of automation. Machines wrap each noodle block and seasoning packet together, sealing them in airtight plastic film. Labels, batch codes, and expiry dates are printed. Some manufacturers opt for cups or bowls, including dried garnishes and separate flavor sachets, appealing to convenience-oriented consumers who need only hot water. Quality control spans every step. Flour is tested for protein content, dough is sampled for elasticity, and finished noodles are checked for moisture levels, fat content, and color. Taste panels sample random batches, ensuring the flavor matches the brand's standard. Food safety protocols are stringent. Factories follow HACCP, hazard analysis and critical control points, and GMP, good manufacturing practice, guidelines. Metal detectors, X-ray machines, and optical scanners inspect products for foreign objects. Microbiological tests ensure no harmful bacteria thrive. Instant noodles are designed to remain stable at room temperature for months, so shelf life and packaging integrity tests are also conducted regularly. Billion-pack production scales demand efficient distribution networks. Pallets of instant noodle cartons move from factories to warehouses, then onto ships, trucks, and trains. Sophisticated inventory management software tracks orders, forecasting demand in different regions. In some countries, instant noodles are a dietary staple. In others, they're a convenient emergency meal. Manufacturers cater to local preferences, adjusting flavors, spice levels, and packaging languages. Seasonal promotions, tie-ins with popular events, and collectible packaging shapes keep the product culturally relevant. Instant noodles have adapted to countless cuisines. In Japan, miso and tonkotsu flavors dominate. In Southeast Asia, fiery chili broths are popular. In China, variants might include pickled mustard greens or beef stock. Companies often employ local chefs and flavor experts to develop region-specific recipes. Short production runs allow factories to experiment. Limited edition flavors test the market's appetite for new tastes. If successful, they join the permanent lineup. This flexibility keeps customers excited and loyal. Instant noodles face criticism for their high sodium and fat content. In response, the industry has introduced reduced salt formulations, added fiber, whole grain noodles, and fortified nutrients. Some lines feature no MSG or highlight organic ingredients to appeal to health-conscious consumers. While instant noodles may never rival fresh produce for nutrition, incremental improvements make them more balanced. Brands market these changes, appealing to parents, fitness enthusiasts, and anyone seeking a slightly healthier convenience food. As global awareness of sustainability grows, instant noodle manufacturers explore greener processes. Factories invest in energy-efficient dryers, recycle heat, and optimize water usage. Some experiment with plant-based packaging materials or aim to reduce single-use plastics. Ingredient sourcing also comes under scrutiny. Sustainable wheat farming practices, fair trade spices, and responsible palm oil sourcing help mitigate environmental impact. Companies communicate these efforts, knowing that ethical supply chains resonate with modern consumers. Factories now rely heavily on robotics and AI-driven analytics. Automated guided vehicles transport raw materials. Smart sensors monitor dough consistency and frying oil quality. Machine learning algorithms analyze production data, identifying patterns that improve yield and reduce waste. Predictive maintenance ensures machines run smoothly, minimizing downtime. Cloud-based systems allow remote monitoring, enabling swift responses to equipment issues or changing consumer demands. This synergy of human expertise and machine intelligence promises even greater efficiency. Instant noodles often play a role in humanitarian aid. Lightweight, shelf-stable, and easy to prepare, they're distributed during natural disasters or crises. Manufacturers sometimes donate huge quantities to support relief efforts, reinforcing the product's reputation as a comfort food in times of hardship. Corporate social responsibility extends beyond charitable donations. Some companies invest in local communities, support education for farmers, or train workers in sustainable agriculture, building resilient supply chains and fostering goodwill. In many countries, instant noodles transcend their quick meal image. Street vendors and home cooks jazz them up with fresh vegetables, eggs, meats, and sauces. Celebrity chefs experiment with gourmet instant noodle dishes, blending convenience with culinary art. This cultural integration cements instant noodles as more than a packaged snack. They become versatile ingredients, platforms for creativity, and symbols of global food culture merging tradition and innovation. Before a new flavor hits the shelves, it undergoes extensive testing in R&D labs. Chefs and food scientists tweak the spice blend, adjust thickness, or modify cooking time. Consumer focus groups give feedback on taste, aroma, and packaging design. Pilot production runs reveal any scaling issues. Once perfected, the flavor launches with marketing campaigns and promotional materials. Keeping up with trends, vegan options, plant-based proteins, or regional specialties fuels constant evolution in the instant noodle world. As you move from Asia to Europe, the Americas, and Africa, you'll find instant noodles on store shelves and in home pantries everywhere. This global presence requires adapting distribution methods, ensuring flavor stability in different climates, and translating cooking instructions into multiple languages. Cross-cultural exchange enriches the product line. A flavor popular in Indonesia might inspire a limited edition variant in Latin America, blending local spices. The brand's global footprint encourages a shared culinary language that transcends borders. Companies experiment with formats beyond packets. Bowls and cups allow consumers to prepare noodles without extra dishes. Microwave-safe containers and self-heating packages push convenience to new heights. Innovative materials reduce packaging waste. Some brands invest in compostable films or biodegradable cups, acknowledging consumer concern about plastic pollution. These shifts align the industry with environmental goals while maintaining the core promise of convenience. The instant noodle story is far from over. The industry embraces emerging technologies, from blockchain for ingredient traceability to virtual reality marketing campaigns. As consumer preferences shift towards health, sustainability, and premium flavors, instant noodles continue to adapt. We may see more functional versions, enriched with probiotics or antioxidants, or even personalized options tailored to individual nutritional profiles. The journey of 1 billion packs grows more dynamic, diverse, and globally interconnected each year. We've traced instant noodles' path from wheat fields to factory floors, from steaming vats of broth and frying oil to automated packing lines. We've seen how quality control, innovation, and technology ensure that every pack meets our expectations. We've explored cultural influences, social responsibility, and the evolving demands of consumers worldwide. The next time you boil water and tear open that packet, remember the intricate choreography behind it. Farmers, food scientists, engineers, and logistics experts all working in harmony. Instant noodles are not just a quick meal, they're a testament to human ingenuity, adapting to changing tastes and challenges. Consider subscribing for more behind-the-scenes looks at how everyday foods come to life, and share your thoughts in the comments. As you savor that warm, comforting bowl, you're joining countless others in a global culinary tradition shaped by innovation and care.